Hello and welcome. I am Andy Pirate, and this is another Gladiator Championship Arena rundown. I'm going to read real quick on these bosses here, and I'll go into more detail at the end. So we've got Flamethrower Loki, Atomizer Phantom, Viper Behemoth, Dragoon, Hades, and Avenger Pulsar Fenrir. So let's just see how I use this. I'm going to be starting out with the Fenrir because I wanted something that works well up close and can take a little bit of damage. So let's get going. So I'm spawned second. So I'm going for the person over here who spawns first because I don't want to get caught between them. But I can see that they're already fighting each other, and I see he's using his ability, which is right when I want to jump and get this. I'm taking some hits in the back, but I'm much more important than this kill. Luckily for me, this guy's been taking damage from behind him, so I'm able to secure that kill as well. Thanks largely to the damage output of the Avenger and the light source target. No sharpshooter here. At this point, I'm like, I need to bait his ability. I let myself go without my resistance for too long, so at this point I'm skeptical about my ability to pick up another kill, but I'm gonna try. It actually comes really close before I start taking those atomizers in the back. Maybe switching my shield line would help. I'm like, well, the next thing that's gonna help me pick up and steal kills is the Phantom. It's nice and fast. I'm going in. This Phantom, he's not looking, so this is really a good opportunity for me to pick up a kill. See, I take about a third of his remaining health before he even turns around. And I'm going to try to corner shoot him a little bit, but he's moving away too fast. I'll try to get him on the other side, but he's being careful. But this time I'm thinking, what's behind me? Looking, see, there's nothing behind me. He teleports. Now that takes me a bit by surprise, but I have the advantage of him coming out of his ability, and I just turn on my ability, so I have resistance, he doesn't. I'm able to mop him up. Okay. So I'm trying to refresh my abilities as quickly as possible here because there's nobody really close. I see this Loki. I'm like, I can hit this Loki with my Quakers, regardless of whether or not he's in stealth. So I have an advantage in that fight, and I'm going to try to use it. I think I'm a little bit too aggressive here, especially given that I get locked down, but I'm able to escape. A little bit of help. Because this Fenrir is the person in the middle who, always at a disadvantage, I just wait for Loki to weaken him and take the kill. And that's not even a steal, because we were both working on that one. Now, I feel like I could have done better if I hadn't gotten quite so close. But I still managed to pull off that kill as well. Here's the interesting thing. I'm weakened, and he has way more fire and power than me in the Behemoth, but the Behemoth is slow. So I'm like, I do not want... I'm considering the fact that he isn't in second or third place. And honestly, actually, that is a consideration here, and I may make a mistake here. But I'm going to take the free damage. If he can't outmove me, then I'm going to get him. But he gets a little bit around the corner, and I unfortunately take leg damage. So now all of a sudden, I'm actually getting pretty slow. And then the second place guy comes up behind me and kills me. So I should have been watching my back better. It would have been better to just let that other guy get the kill, honestly. Now I'm bringing in the ranged build, hoping I can pick some things off. I know both of these guys have, it's the Behemoth that has shield breaker. Yeah, so I know the Behemoth has shield breaker. Luckily I'm able to pick up the Loki. Loki kill. Loki was low on health, and I had quantum radar. Done deal. Let's see if I can get the last stand on this guy, but now he's deploying. I don't want to take even a little bit of damage from those guys. Here I am trying to get the kill on this Loki. taking some shots. That's why I activated my ability. I probably wouldn't be able to get the Loki if it weren't for the lag. I was trying to get Quantum Radar off of cooldown, but then he comes out of stealth knife. I wasn't going to look away from him. Not in earnest, because knowing how low he was in health. Like that's practical. I'm going to try to get this Phantom. But he manages to frustrate my aiming just enough when he gets inside my shield to avoid the damage from my ability and survive. I don't know who got the kill on me there, but I almost had that one more kill with the next. Now I'm going to bring in the Loki, see if I can control. Like, this guy's really low. I should be able to pick this one up, but I'm not there fast enough. I know this guy has on radar, so I am not going to strike cover unless he uses it up. Now I'm in a tricky situation with the blazes here because I don't want to get stuck with not enough damage to kill someone, if at all possible. So almost every time I start shooting, I finish unloading them completely, just so that next time I start shooting, I can. Next time I start shooting, I can have that full clip and have my best chance of finishing the kill. So I have to be careful with my cooldown and the transformation time. Very careful, because that's how people are going to get me. So I can see that both of these guys are looking away from me here, and I'm gonna bring my weapons out. I'm going to make sure cover's handy, do the damage I can. Once he's gone behind cover, then I can start moving forward. Once again, I completely empty the blazes. Even though this guy's very low on health, I would have to like score like perfect hits on him to kill him with like half a blaze. Now, once again, I'm going to try to take advantage of the speed. Now, first I don't notice here that I'm actually slightly higher than him, so he can actually skill shot me because of the elevation difference. I quickly try to drop down and get out of that situation. Now I'm coming at him again. He's going to have a much harder time hitting me with this sort of elevation. He gets some damage in here, mostly with the so I do catch him reloading. I'm able to use healing, but this is not quite enough. As soon as those pulsars come off of reload, I'm in trouble. See, this Loki is not nearly as careful and dies to the Fenrir. He's like from full health, and the Fenrir had like 15% health and managed to kill the Loki. Now you can see I caught the Loki Fenrir when he was reloading, and I was able to get a much better piece of him. Also, past 6.0.2 isn't out. 6.2.2 is not out yet, so these blazes are really hard to get. So now the second Fenrir came in and stole the kill. The first one. I'm seeing what I can do running around the corner. Now, he manages to get a big chunk of me with the Avenger, because that corner is just not far enough to go around that corner. So he has to get a chunk of me. But even though he's in third, and I can probably afford to give him the kill, I really don't want to give him the kill. I don't just hand things out here. So I'm going to try and just kite him around this piece of cover until I can do enough damage. Also, I've got the healing module advantage, so now I kind of look similar health levels. I'm just going to keep kiting him. This actually goes on for a little bit. See, like, still kiting. Still kiting. At this moment, the Avenger gets blown off. And that's when I realize I have him. Because that's the thing that's just gonna suck my hit points out completely. And you can see when he's shooting at me with just the pulsars, it wasn't doing much damage. So now I'm like, I can afford to be a little bit more aggressive here. Especially once my healing module comes off of cooldown. See, now he turns, he's gonna try to kite me. And I'm like, smart move, but it's a little late because you're done with your Avenger, so I'm gonna be able to take him out. using the healing module to counter heal. At this point, there's so little time left, and I know that I'm up one more kill on him. I'm going to go into a situation where I know that he's going to be able to kill me, just because I will take the extra damage, because it's going to get me more honor. But I don't have enough time to actually get killed by him, but I basically to try to go for a little bit of extra damage. I don't even get any extra damage because the game ends before my flames reach him. And there we have it. So I got first place. Guy in fourth had the most damage. I feel a little bit bad for him, but gotta play the game that you're in. So let's just scrub back to the beginning here. And we'll talk about a little bit more in depth about So let's talk about a little bit about these guys here. Let's switch back to here. Loki is the only bot here that has healing. So it's one that has the most opportunity to have endurance over a lot of different engagements. You have lockdown on the Fenrir and the Phantom, including lockdown weapons on the Fenrir. So those are going to have, if you give them the chance, the ability to take away mobility advantages. However, the Phantom and the Loki both have anti-control. The Loki has 2 anti-controls. And the Phantom is designed to be a little bit tougher. The Behemoth is the bot that the Behemoth and the Fenrir can deal a lot of damage. Look at like the 2 overdrives on each of them. Like, you need to be very careful around those. They're going to very quickly take advantage of any opening you give them. So they're not as good in a one-on-one. If you get into a melee and people are having a harder time keeping cover from all of their opponents, and those bots can do a lot better. That's part of why I started the Fenrir in the beginning, because it's slow, and being slow is a big problem in a one-on-one, but it's less in that sort of melee when everyone's close together. And the Hades, because its ability, it's actually the only beast mode bot that we have, the Hades. Now, of course, its shield can be ignored by the Behemoth, so if you are away from cover and you try to pop your ability to stop the Behemoth from killing you, and they're at all quick or perceptive and have their thing off of cooldown, you are toast. No last stand on the Hades. The Behemoth will just wreck you. That did not happen in this match. I didn't see it happen to me or anyone else. I guess people were being careful. Part of the reason I was confident spawning the Loki before the Behemoth is because I knew that at least 2 people spawned the Hades in the very beginning. That is the only bot with Quantum Radar. So we do have Quantum Radar obviously helps very well against Loki. The other thing is that the Quakers on the Phantom are low enough that they can hit the Loki. So that's another thing that you have to worry about when you're piloting Loki. Loki is the only bot with splash damage. It's the only bot affected by, currently, as of recording this video, there is no 6.2.2. But there's still travel time on those flamethrowers, so you can use them to kite people, taking advantage of the travel time more so than the splash. It's way easier if you have the splash and the travel time, but with the travel time, you're able to take advantage of the Loki's speed, and you can kite people. And then they either get frustrated with you and go look for another target, in which case you can shoot them in the back when they're fighting, or you eventually kill them because the Phantom might be able to outrun you. So that's a problem. And you can't even resort to stealth necessarily to prevent damage from the Phantom. So that would be the one bot I would be leery about trying to kite with the Loki. Anyways, that's my assessment and my first game of the day where I took first. So, means something. And if you enjoyed any of that or found it useful, please, smash the like button, subscribe, and put on the bell icon because I'll be back tomorrow with day 8. and day 9 and day 10 after that as well. So you all have a good day, whatever time it is where you are. And for now, Andy Pirate signing off.